Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here in London. Taken from about the 12. Allen going to go to the air right away. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Part of the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
To look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of it.
Line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10 as they kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Over. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Dobbins rolling to his right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jackson's going to keep it. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen under pressure, and they got to him again. Justin Houston, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Oh, the return is Prochet. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately on down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The throw over the middle taken in. He's got room at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him. And they'll send the slot in motion left. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time, and the pressure gets to him again. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Hines now on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Allen now on 1st down. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Gets past one man. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and goal. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive, if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On play action. Allen. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 54 yards. And the Ravens have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first out as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's the option play now to the left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
He's not going to get me.
They go play action now. Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And this returnable for Hines. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. They find some open field here. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. For this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Jackson going to run. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.